Oh boy, howdy. It's too much like work. Whew, boy, howdy. It's like me, it's a bubble off plumb. Whew. That's too much like work. Oh, well howdy folks. And welcome to another little episode of Real Country with Jeff and Bama. This is like work, folks. I'm too old for this. But as I mentioned earlier, we're trying to get ready for spring. Even though it's just February, but today here in Bama, it's 75. And it's done got warm. But what I'm trying to do is build us a hothouse, so that if we do have a frost between now and Easter, and I can get some little plants started, maybe the frost won't kill them. And if I can finish this week sometime, hopefully I'll plant some radishes and other little things and maybe get some greens and things started early. But what I'm doing right now, and I'm not a construction worker, I guess you call it digging the little footings of my hothouse. My property is not level, it all runs downhill. And so I'm trying to dig down a little bit, put a concrete block, and that way my framework will be level, if I can get it there. And it ain't got to be perfect, because this ain't $1 million home, this is a hothouse. And I'm using recycled scrap material. What I'm doing is, like I said, digging and trying to level it off and set concrete blocks down. And then I was lucky enough, had a gentleman at a business gave me some 8-foot 8-inch wooden pallets, had a good material. And what I'm trying to do, I'll spin around and show you, excuse my mess, but I'm digging my footings and I'm standing these pallets upright. Like I said, they're 8 foot long. And then go down here to the corner, and I've got another one that I'm going to come across. So I'm planning on having it 16 foot long, go back out this way, another pallet right there, and 8 foot wide. And I've got enough pallets, as you can see, laying everywhere. Some there, I know the sun's going to blind me, but there's a pile of them there that hopefully I'll take some of them and use them for shelves. And had a friend of mine, her husband, I've known these folks all my life, her husband had passed away, and he was a little pack rat like I was. He had all these glass windows. Somewhere he knew they was throwing them out, remodeling, and he put them under his workshop and was going to use them, and bless his heart, just never got around to them. So some of them were just breaking, and she asked me if I wanted them. So I'm going to try to frame them in up top of this and have me glass panes to work on the hothouse, and I've got an old glass storm door that I'm going to put up front here and have me a front door. And I know these boards have gaps in them, and that's all well and good, but I'm going to wrap that bottom with polyurethane and staple it to it. And down here where I've got my gaps, I figured it was better, if I'm going to put this much work into it, to not have my bottom boards in contact with the soil to start rotting it. So I'm going to wrap them with poly, let the excess hang on the ground, and maybe put some dirt or pea gravel around that to keep the heat in, and then come up top as I come up and frame it up and put the poly over the top, on top of the glass, and have it wood framed in like a window pane. At least it sounds good. And if I can pull this off, I had bought about a $10 roll of poly a year ago, never opened it. So the only thing I'll have to spend money on, if I'm lucky, all the lumber's recycled and found. The windows are found, and I bought the poly last year, and I've already got staple guns and staples. So maybe I'll just have to buy a can of spray foam and go around in the cracks and seal them up, and a light bulb or two for a trouble light to keep it warm. But folks, won't hold y'all up with the boring digging. I'm fixing to knock it in the head. It's been fun just trying to measure this stuff up. Uh-oh, we got a collaborator here. See my little lizard buddy come out to play? Yep, you can tell warm weather's here if it's like that. But we'll have another little video coming up next day or two as progress on. I just didn't want to waste your time showing me digging in the ground too much. But basically I'm just standing them up, and then here in the corners, for right now, I'm just nailing a 2x4 strip to hold them together and tie them up. Then I'll come back with tall 2x4s and run up and down and frame it in, and we'll have more of that as time goes on. But thank y'all for watching. If you like the videos, hit like, subscribe, and good Lord's willing the creek don't rise. We'll see y'all next time. Thank you.